Hey guys, welcome to EDM News, your number one news source here on YouTube. Everything all about just electronic dance music. First up in the news, Avicii. Again, Avicii, his new album was just released a couple of weeks ago, and it's huge. Everyone loves it, good songs. Not everyone is sure about if it really sounds like Avicii 100%, but good songs, the fans are happy, and it now reached number one on the Billboard Top 100 electronic charts. Speaking of number ones, the number one top DJ Martin Garrix of the DJ Mag Top 100 is finally back to touring. As you know, he got injured exactly a month ago. He injured his ankle and couldn't really walk and had to sit in a wheelchair. He's finally recovered. He's finally able to walk and tour again. So you won't miss out on him anymore on any kind of festival this entire summer. And considering all of that, perfect timing at least, because on the 4th of July is the start of his Ibiza residency. So if you're on the island, go there, check it out if you want to see the number one DJ live. Next up, another fan favorite DJ superstar, the one with the bucket, the helmet, Marshmello. He revealed on Twitter his forthcoming album. Not only the album as a project to be released very soon, also all of the tracks on the album and everyone that is featured on the album. 13 tracks. We can't check out which direction this album is going to, if it's like his regular style or if there's some tracks among that do just something entirely different. Lately, he's been producing more with hip-hop artists together. There's this huge collaboration that I personally absolutely hate with Chris Brown and Tyga, but I'm still sure his new album will be a huge success. As you know, Marshmello is a huge phenomenon. His project is only 4 years old, and if you consider that, it's pretty amazing what he did in the last just 4 years. I mean, he definitely elevated electronic dance music in the huge kind of pop league. Some say it's good for electronic music, some say it's bad. A lot of people don't really care. Let us know what you think about this huge step towards like being a really big pop act. Next up, my main man Jeff. He will take over as always and continue the news.
What it is, what it was, what it's going to be, YouTube. I'm Jeff Posh. We're here in my studio in San Francisco. Let's jump right into today's news. KYGO. Let's talk about KYGO. So KYGO releases Higher Love. It's a new collaboration between him and Whitney Houston's estate. They reached out to him to do a remix. So Whitney Houston's estate and Clive Davis, her former label, both reached out to KYGO to do the collaboration for this track. The collaboration, a cover of Steve Winwood's Higher Love, was facilitated by Clive Davis. Whitney Houston first performed the song in 1990 in Tokyo, Japan at a concert. It was never released and it was never heard from since then. Until now, where KYGO has taken the vocals from that recording and he has now made a new production around those vocals. So the track was intended to make Whitney Houston's third album at the time, but it didn't end up making the cut. So now it's finally coming out. So KYGO has been quoted as saying, "It's been a huge honor for the legendary songstress's estate to reach out to me for this collaboration," end quote. So KYGO was scheduled yesterday to perform the track for the first time at Pride Fest Utopia in New York City. So hey guys, leave some comments below. Let me know what you guys think about the record. Let's get some feedback. Moving on. Cascade. Let's talk about Cascade. So Cascade just revealed that the 2019 edition of Sunsoak Festival has been canceled 3 weeks before the actual event is taking place. So let's talk about that. Quote, "It has become obvious that we're falling short and now I've been left with an impossible choice," end quote from Cascade. So Cascade has been forced to share bad news with his SoCal fans. The superstar DJ just revealed that the third annual of Sunsoak Fest has been canceled. The Sunsoak Festival takes place in Long Beach, California, and it's been canceled 3 weeks before the start of the event. Cascade describes the festival as a personal love letter from him to summer, and it also included acts like Logic and Grimes. Cascade, whose real name is Ryan Radden, said that he enlisted the necessary help for the event, but it just didn't come through, and he has to break the bad news to everyone. So there's no news on why the event was canceled. Ticket prices did drop a few weeks ago. People who paid higher prices for the tickets aired their grievances on social media. So that led to a little bit of backlash. So we don't know if this has anything to do with the event. Lastly, Cascade said that the ticket holders who did pay for tickets will be receiving full refunds in the next 21 days. So that's a little bit of good news. We're just going to stay tuned and see what Cascade has to say about it in the future. We'll keep you in tune. If you guys are interested or care to hear more information, as the information comes in, we will let you know. Moving on. Dash Berlin. Let's talk about Dash Berlin. So Dash Berlin members have finally ended the feud. They've hugged and made up, and they're back together making new music. Let's talk more about it. So after almost 1 year of feuding between the members of Dash Berlin, the legendary trance group has finally put the beef and their turmoil aside. So they're quoted as saying that the feud is over, and the feud didn't cause any good for anybody on either side. Dear fans and friends, promoters, and press, we're happy to announce that we have finally put all of our differences behind us and that we're moving forward. This is a quote from Dash Berlin. At the end of the day, everything is all good and communication is key, they also added. Jeffrey Sartorius will set forth his own vision of Dash Berlin. Founding members Sebastian and Alecki, along with their agency, said that they will be moving on from the Dash Berlin project and pursuing new and exciting musical projects. We here at EDM News, we love you guys' feedback and your comments. So yeah, let's strike up the conversation. Let's start a discussion. We'd love to hear you all's thoughts. Coming to you live and direct from my studio in San Francisco, California. I'm Jeff Posh. Thank you for watching this episode of EDM News, where it's one thing I know and it's two things that's real. If you want to hear the real, you're going to hear it here first on EDM News. You know the slogan, one ear to the streets, pulse of the culture in our veins. Let's kick it back to John. Peace.
Huge thanks to Jeff. Don't forget to tune in next week. Again, EDM News here on this channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. See you next week.